What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to yet another big edition of The Mail. That's right, time for The Mail. This edition of The Mail is brought to you by my, how we call it, brother from another mother in Austria. His name is Ben. Ben was a former VC member, used to do VC videos. Now he does videos privately, and he just sends them to a few people, including myself, which I really am glad he's still doing it, because I really enjoy his videos. Now, he and I have like a crossover in styles that we like. I'm more into the metal and thrash and going into death metal, and I like hard rock, and I like blues, and I like prog, whereas he's more into... he likes some of the metal, like, Iron Maiden, Metallica, and some of the more mainstream metal stuff like that. But he's more into the hard rock, classic rock, even some of the lighter rock stuff, and even some of the like 70s pop stuff. I send him stuff from like Linda Ronstadt, like, for instance. I just sent him some records from Linda Ronstadt because that's one of his favorites. So him and I have like this little crossover where we both like bands. Scorpions is another band that we really love, but we kind of go in different directions. He's also in a lot of classic country. Not modern pop country, classic country. Whereas I'm just not into country at all. So, but I enjoy his videos. I learn a lot of stuff about music I don't know. And him and I have been trading back and forth for years. Mostly 7-inch singles. Now, we do send 12-inch albums back and forth as well. Matter of fact, I just picked up a 12-inch vinyl that I'm going to be sending him. It's a secret, so Ben, if you're watching, I'm not telling you what it is. But yeah, he picks up stuff in Austria, German pressings and all the stuff that I can't find here necessarily. A lot of UK pressings he finds over there, where I find a lot of US pressings that he can't find. However, I did just send him a bunch of Japanese pressings, so I'm really excited to see him open that package because there's some great stuff in there. In any case, I have already opened the package. I already know everything is in here, so there's no surprise factor. I couldn't wait for the video. I really wanted to see what was in here, and you'll see why in a minute. But first, I'm going to show you the big deal on this package, because him and I, he works at a record plant, and it's called Dr. Dub, and they do very small runs, usually, as low as one copy, and they burn them, I believe, at times. So if it's a half-an-hour album, it takes a half an hour to burn it, that kind of thing. So it's not high-speed dubbing. So apparently the sound quality can and sometimes is better than your mass-produced records. But you pay to, if you have a band and you want to get a couple copies for yourself or your family or friends, you kind of go to that kind of place. So he works there, and he offered to make me a couple albums that I wanted. He's like, I know there's a lot of records that are on CD that you don't have, and two in particular. This is one here, is Ted Nugent's Crave Man, which I haven't gotten around to sending him yet because I need to find a better copy of the cover. My copy is obviously autographed. But the other one that I sent that I wanted was, and I've been wanting it for decades because it's never released on vinyl, was Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild. Now you might be saying, hey, didn't that just come out on Black Friday this year, 2022? Yes. But I didn't know that when I sent him this, and neither did he. So he made this for me, and then I literally, like days after he said he had made it, I found out that Black Friday Record Store Day was releasing a copy as well. So here's the deal. That one was on yellow vinyl. I don't know if it's remastered, but so I have two different copies, and this one was made for me personally, so this one's very special to me. It sounds fantastic. What I really want to do is compare them. Compare the sound quality between the two. The one that came out on Record Store Day is a gatefold. This one is not. It's a double wide, but it still looks fantastic. Front cover, back cover. It's got two albums in it. He put them in some red and black polyline sleeves. Whoops, something fell out. Oh, and then you can see the custom center labels. And actually, the custom center labels on this look better than the custom center labels that came out on the new Record Store Day release, which are very generic looking. These are far better. So that's cool. So I was really excited for this. I'm very grateful for it. I mean, he didn't have to do that, but he did, and I'm very grateful for it. Excuse me while I pick this up. So you got your Dr. Dub. It's kind of a, I don't know what this is. It's got, like, you can tear this thing apart, but it's basically a postcard. Dr. Dub postcard, so that was inside the record. All right. On top of that, there was some CDs. Like I said, he is the king of Status Quo, so if you ever want to know anything about Status Quo, he knows it. But this is Back to Back from 2006, which I don't have, so this is new to me. And I don't know what this is, if it's a live or it's a collection, or because it's got all these bonus tracks on here, extended versions and single versions, and but maybe it's just a blues record, because a lot of the songs, A Mess of Blues, Old Rag Blues, Can't Be Done, Too Close to the Ground, No Contact, yeah. So anyhow, I don't know about anything about this album. I mean, I know who Status Quo is. I just haven't heard this particular album, so looking forward to checking that out. And then also, this is Access All Areas, the greatest hits of Status Quo from 2004 on Universal Records. Again, just not one I have. This is a, I'm sure this is a UK pressing. Yep, it's a UK pressing. And then he sent me a French pressing of Skid Row's B-sides on CD. And then finally, what we always trade back and forth is the 7-inch singles. So first up, this is the new Scorpions Rock Believer single, which I didn't have, and I'm pumped to finally have. There's some copies floating on eBay. This was not released in the United States as far as I know, so it's kind of expensive on eBay, because even if you find a copy for $15, it's $15 plus shipping from Europe, so not cheap. So very glad he scored a copy of that for me. It's actually sealed. I haven't even opened it yet, so that's how new this package is. All right, next up, this is Ram Jam. This is Black Betty, backed with I Should Have Known in the. It's funny. Oddly enough, this is a U.S. pressing and a U.S. CBS sleeve. Right, printed in the U.S. Where's the single printed at? It doesn't say. I'll have to look it up, but I'm assuming it's a U.S. You don't usually see U.S. CBS sleeves. It's usually Epic, the orange Epic sleeves. But cool nonetheless. This next band I love, and I'm sure you guys have seen me show their stuff before. I collect their singles. I've got tons of them. But this is Winter Song, backed with Can You Feel It? Winter Song was kind of their Christmassy song, but they actually have a single out that has Winter Song on one side and Christmas Song on the other. It's the same song with different lyrics. One's Christmas lyrics and one is a song about winter. So, and this is a, where's this thing pressed at? France? Yep, this is a French pressing. All right, and then let's see here. We got, like I said, I already know what these are, so put them in some sort of order. All right. 2 of these I had, not a problem though, because I have uses for them. So this one I had, and actually I think it's he who sent it to me. So this is, I think, the second time he sent it to me. Regardless, this is Seven Doors Hotel and Rock the Night by Europe, and then also, and I don't have this one. It's the ballad Carrie with Love Chaser on the B side. This is is this a French pressing too? No, it's a Holland pressing. And this is the other one that I had in that batch. This is David Lee Roth and California Girls. I think this is U.S. pressing. It looks like the U.S. pressing. Yeah, U.S. pressing. So I will be passing this forward to one of my vinyl community friends who also collects singles. And then 3 from the same artist. This is Gary Moore. Limited edition gatefold of After the War. So it's got After the War and This Is Love. I'm sorry, this thing called Love, excuse me, from, let's see what the year on this thing. 1980 something. I can't see the year. It's itty bitty little type. I think it's 1987, 88, somewhere in that area. Let's take a look at the gatefold since I've. So here's the gatefold. So that's cool. Nice picture of Gary in there. This is one of his earlier, in his hard rock metal phase before he started doing the blues stuff. Of course, we lost Gary a few years ago. He passed away. This is Over the Hills and Far Away. This is the single CD version of it. There's more than one. There's a bunch of different versions of this single. Backed with Crying in the Shadows on 10 Records. This has got to be a UK pressing. I can only see here if I can see the pressing thing on here anywhere. I can't see it, but Oh, maybe it's German pressing. I guess it's German pressing because it says Gemma on it. Yeah, this is a German pressing of the Gary Moore. And then finally, the last one in the pack. This is Gary Moore's Cold Day in Hell. And it's backed with All Time Low. And this one is from 1992, I think it says. Backed with All Time Low, correct. So there you go. That's my package from Ben. Ben, I appreciate it. And I'll be talking to you by email on the next day or so. Hope you enjoy your package. Looking forward to your video as well, brother. God bless. Stay strong.